Our first summit is Mount of the Holy Cross, located at the northern end of the Sawatch Range. The mountain is Colorado's 52nd highest, at 14,005 feet, and our route will be via Half Moon Pass. From Minturn, drive south on Highway 24 for 2 miles to the Tigawon and Half Moon Campground Road. Turn west and drive 8 miles on a dirt road past Tigawon Campground to the trailhead. The trip can be divided into 3 parts. The first is a 2-mile uphill hike to Half Moon Pass. From Half Moon Pass, the next section of the trail circles north and descends 1.5 miles and 900 feet into the East Cross Creek drainage. The final section circles west around the base of the mountain's north ridge and follows the ridge up for 3 miles and 3,200 feet to the summit. Holy Cross is a strenuous hike. While it is possible to make a one-day ascent, it would be an exhausting trip. Most people make it an overnight journey. The first part of the climb is a typical 14er approach, which ascends a well-maintained trail.
Yes, and of course they cut the log for us here.
Of course.
Of course. See that? It could take a liking to it. Ha 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 ha.
Timberline is reached just before Half Moon Pass and offers a beautiful and unrestricted view into the back bowls of Vail. The most serious threat in climbing a 14er is lightning, and these trees testify to the value of mobility when the clouds start rolling in.
There are a lot of trees here that have been nailed by lightning, it looks like.
Yeah, I know. This does not look like a good place to get caught.
This section above Timberline is short, and if one is in a hurry, it would take about 15 minutes to drop back into the tree line on the other side of the pass. The classic view of the cross is from Notch Mountain, which can be reached by climbing this ridge north of Half Moon Pass. About 20 minutes from the pass, the first views of Mount of the Holy Cross appear and become more dramatic a little further down the trail.
This little snow ridge right here is a supplicating angel, but that long arm right at the top are the arms that are supposedly praying. And then the head is the ridge that goes up this direction, into the notch there.
As the trail winds its way down into the East Cross Creek drainage, it makes a series of steep switchbacks. Unfortunately, this section will be encountered on the return after an already exhausting trip to the summit. There are numerous campsites all along the creek. This one is located on a hill just to the south of the summit trail. From the campsites, the trail heads west. It may be difficult to find among all the campsite trails, but the trail to the summit passes just north of this little pond. It's also the only one that continues in a westerly direction.
Here comes the wind, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the wind, and I say, we'll be blown away.
Once above Timberline, cairns mark the way, although they really aren't necessary. Once you've made it this far, the path to the top is easy to find. Just go up.
Ah, victorious. Well, I'm going to take the adult way.
The trail peters out at this point, and the route now involves some moderate bouldering. A twisted ankle is a real possibility, so one should be careful, especially in wet conditions. Bye.